Hey everybody, my name is Trisha Reger. I am a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus, and I wanted to talk to you guys today about this little idea of how to sell more Christmas trees, okay? Or in other words, like branding and social media and all of that, okay? So yesterday I'm out shopping with my family, and we are right off the interstate in this huge parking lot between two big shopping centers. And this truck pulls up with all these guys, and they are setting up Christmas trees, farm fresh Christmas trees to sell, okay? And I started looking at them setting up the Christmas trees because you guys all know I love Christmas, right? And they have an RV, which, as my husband said, looked like it had been parked in the middle of the forest for about 6 years. It was super dirty. It was super grungy, okay? And then they had their old blue, rusty, nasty, dirty truck, which was filled with all the Christmas trees. And that was about the extent of it. And then there was the crew of men setting it all up. And again, you guys, they were dirty. They just did not look good at all. And we're pulling away. And I said to Matt, I was like, can you imagine if they had branded themselves differently, okay? So that we're driving by them and they have like a huge sign with like vintage red and green writing that says Farm Fresh Christmas Trees, and they have twinkle lights lined up. And what about if they had like a huge tree with like colored lights around it? I was like, whoa. What about if instead of that old rusty blue truck, it was like a red truck? You know, those awesome red truck, like even they make ornaments out of them now. That just looks so cool, right? What about if the main guy selling, or they had a guy standing out by the road dressed in a Santa suit, like a clean Santa suit, handing out candy canes? Do you see what I'm saying? I feel like, yes, they will probably still sell Christmas trees because they are in such a great location and because they set up every single year. But would they be able to draw people in so much easier and so much better if they presented themselves in a different way? And I started thinking about our Plexus businesses because we all have a feed, right? Whether it is our Instagram feed or our Facebook feed, that is where we are drawing people in. And the end game might be, like with those Christmas tree salesmen, right, to sell some Plexus. But we are really sharing our stories. People are not following us to see our Plexus post necessarily. I mean, they might be, right? But they're following us to follow us. They're interested in us and our story. So I had a couple ideas for just some thoughts, okay, for how to brand ourselves and all of that. So number one would be smile. Smile. That's it. Just smile. You're going to draw people in if you're a happy person, right? Okay. Number two would be post attractively. And I think that instantly the first thing that comes to all of our mind is, okay, we have to look perfect when we're posting and all of that. You guys, there is some sense to like good lighting and all of that, but I'm talking like post attractively, like post positively. So much of it has to also do with our attitude. Okay. Number three, post intentionally. Every single post that you put up has a purpose. Every single post has a purpose, and they are all going somewhere. They're all telling a story, including your Plexus posts. Okay, but everything you put up has a purpose. Okay, and then the fourth thing I was going to say was post consistently. And this is what I mean, okay? So at 10 a.m., you run to your Facebook and you put up a post with a picture of your wall covered in milk, and you say, oh my goodness, I can't believe this is how my day is starting out. My 2-year-old just spilled a bottle of milk all over the wall, and this is what I have to do, okay? At 1 p.m., you post a picture that has like really bad lighting and either, something negative again, right? Or just not a very attractive picture. Or you share something that gets like 2 likes, right? Of like a cat, I don't know. People always say like, don't post all those shared cat pictures, right? And then at 3 p.m., you post, you guys, promo code, who wants to buy Plexus from me, right? Okay, so what I'm not talking about, guys, what I'm not talking about here is perfection. Because honestly, I feel like people laugh at perfection. People laugh at perfection. There are some Instagram photos that I honestly look at and I laugh because they're so perfect. Their teeth are so white and everything is just so. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is drawing people in and sharing things that are vulnerable and that are real life, but are also attractive. So next time you go to post, right, this is what I would say. Picture your feed as that empty parking lot, okay, and you're gonna be setting up your Christmas trees. And how do you want to draw people in? Yes, you do want to sell your Christmas trees, okay, but why are people going to drive by and stop? Why are people gonna drive by and stop? And then walk in to see what you have to offer. So anyway, that's all for me. I hope it's helpful. Bye guys.